Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 3 of Perfect Album Sides. This is the show we're doing each and every morning throughout the month of May, talking about those classic albums that back in their vinyl days, right? So we're thinking like sides of vinyl here, where one side of an album is absolutely perfect. Every song is a 5 out of 5 star classic. Caveat is there has to be at least 2 songs to this album side. So no 2112, no Close to the Edge, no Thick as a Brick, no that sort of thing. It's got to have at least 2 totally separate tracks on the side to qualify. And of course, can have a lot more than that, but that's you have to have a minimum of at least 2. So that's what we're looking at. And again, these are albums that had to have been released on vinyl at some point in time. That's how we're distinguishing like the side A, side B, or side C and D if it's a double album, right? So while, I own all virtually 100% of my collection now is in CD. I was a vinyl collector back in the day prior to like the early 90s, and I remember, all the just the whole thing about sides of vinyl, right? Side A and side B, so on and so forth. So that's what, regardless of what medium or format you have these on today, it's all about the album, the recorded work. And in traditional times, vinyl LPs were the staple, and bands would put like specific songs on specific sides, right? There's this kind of whole thought process to that. So this particular album today, and this album side, was released September 1st, 1978 on A&M Records. It was the 8th album from this band out of Chicago, Illinois. Of course, I'm talking about Styx, Pieces of 8. Now, you might have heard me mention a little bit over the last couple days here as we've started this new series that there are a lot of low-hanging fruit albums. There's a lot of real kind of well, of course we're going to pick that, right? I'm going to try real hard not to do too much of that. So, I knew I wanted to talk about Styx here because, quite frankly, they have a few albums that have perfect album sides. Now, I originally had out The Grand Illusion, but I'm like, man, I talk about The Grand Illusion all the time. It's my favorite Styx album, and I've felt like I've talked on and on and on and on about The Grand Illusion. And meanwhile, that other album that is one of my favorites from the band is Pieces of 8, and quite frankly, side 2 is just absolutely terrific. Every song is a monster song, classic song. Blue Collar Man, Long Nights. What more can be said about Blue Collar Man, right? I mean, it is just so good. That great organ intro from Dennis DeYoung, those crunchy guitar chords, right? The great vocal from Tommy Shaw, killer guitar solo. Then you've got the absolutely hauntingly dark and heavy Queen of Spades, one of the heaviest songs the band ever did. Killer vocal from Dennis DeYoung. He sounds so sinister in that song. And man, big, huge, monstrous, almost heavy metal riffing in that song. Absolutely amazing. Love the kind of outro on that as well. Just one of my favorite Styx songs. From there, we've got Renegade, another Tommy Shaw song. Great, memorable, melodic hard rocker, FM radio staple for many, many years. Then we've got the amazing, proggy, epic sounding title track, Pieces of 8, which, at just under 5 minutes long, you just want it to be longer. It's just absolutely incredible. Some great, the chorus is amazing. The vocals are great. Dennis DeYoung is so awesome on this song. The keyboards are amazing. Just a fantastic song. And then the album finishes up with the haunting instrumental, Aku Aku, which, again, Dennis DeYoung, what a great keyboard player. Great use of synthesizers on this song. It's just an absolutely incredible instrumental to kind of like take us out on this album, which is just littered with great tracks. I mean, you could make a case for side A as well, which I thought of, but there's a track or two on side A that I like, but I don't consider a 5-star classic. Whereas on side B, yeah, Blue Collar Man, Queen of Spades, Renegade, Pieces of Eight, Aku, just doesn't get much better than that. Maybe except for Grand Illusion Side A, which was what I was originally going to pick. But again, I want to take like different routes here a little bit. So you're going to get some usual suspects. You're going to get some no-brainer picks here. I'm sure throughout the month I had one that came instantly to mind, but I was like, I don't want to give that one away right at the beginning of the month. I want to kind of go off the little beaten path in some spots because we talk about some of these classic albums all the time. And there are other albums that are maybe equally as classic that don't get enough discussion. I want to kind of hone in on some of those, especially if I think they have a classic album side or a perfect album side, like we're calling it. So there's going to be lots of those this month. So like I said, we will have, you'll see me solo on a bunch of these. You'll see me with a guest on a bunch of these. We'll see how the month goes. So for those of you, who want to get more perfect album side discussions going, the ones where I have the guests will be cool because you'll get 2 picks on those episodes. So more bang for your buck here this month on this particular month-long show that was basically, I give Steve Fleck all the credit for coming up with this idea. He will be appearing with me sometime this week. We'll be recording a bunch of shows that will be spread out around among the months, so stay tuned for that. He's raring to go. And visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, and we're here all together all the damn time on YouTube. I am Pete Pardo. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Click on that notification bell as well so you get alerted of all of our content. Down below, we have the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as the link to our merch page where you can get all sorts of cool Sea of Tranquility shirts, hats, hoodies, caps, stickers, coffee mugs, all sorts of fun stuff that you can go out and help promote the channel. So thanks for watching. We'll see you tonight with In the Prague Seat and tomorrow morning with another perfect album side. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye.